So the other one lasts us 2 years, and I bet now we don't have a spare, so it's gonna last like a month or something like that, isn't it? Yeah, we need to buy one.
2 days after we got married, Carla suggested we sell everything, buy a boat and set sail. A year later we did just that. In the Canaries we picked up our naked sailor, Dobby. This is our adventure.
Yeah, looks like we have a new mission today.
Yeah, we're having to dig out the spare propeller for the pass. And because we hit the bottom and broke it. You know,
First time in 2.5 years, it's not that bad, is it?
Not really. So we're going to have a brand new one. And there it is. Ooh.
It looks fancy.
Very nice.
So clean.
Yeah.
It's kind of 2 accidents at the same time, wasn't it?
2 accidents at the same time, yes.
So what happened after you hit the...
I had to go down the ladder to get back to the rib, and it was an old wooden ladder, fisherman's ladder, and the bottom step broke and I went straight in. Badoosh. And I've cut myself all over the place. And it was all a bit of a shock, I'm afraid. Yeah.
And Simon's telephone is on the rise.
Yep.
They went for a swim, both phone.
Nice job, Chris. You know. Well, it's quite a big bang, and I hit something. Should replace this pin in. That was easy. I was expecting that to be a hammer job.
Yeah, because it's always in the water, isn't it?
Yeah. Quality. There it is. Okay. Should put a new split fin in, really.
You don't have a new one?
I do actually have new ones, so I just didn't think to bring it.
So the other one lasts us 2 years, and I bet now we don't have a spare, so it's gonna last like a month or something like that, isn't it? Yeah, we need to buy one.
No sooner had we got halfway through dropping the anchor, the windlass broke and stopped working. We had a major problem. Oh, blimey, all the bolts have come out. There's 4 of them. I know we said they was a bit loose, but...
Did they broke?
No, they've literally just come undone. Those wires must go somewhere. As I started to clean the windlass up, I realised that it was not just as simple as the bolts falling out. So this is the base of the windlass, this is the spine that comes down and the motor fixes on here. And these are the bolts which were in here, and they actually clamp the motor onto the bottom of the windlass. And if you get in there you can have a look and you can see this is all corroded really quite badly. And the guy has re-tapped them further in for me, which was really helpful, so they'll now go in and these bolts will be long enough. So that was number 1 issue which he has sorted for me. And the other one is, this is the actual windlass that goes on here, that the bolts holding this on, which basically stops this coming off, that had corroded in there really badly, and you had to weld a pop bar on the top of it to get it out, but he managed to get that out, and he charged me €10, which I really can't complain about. So this is the old gasket that basically just seats it on the deck. It doesn't hold any water out because the water can get in because it goes in through where the chain is, but basically it just sits nicely on the deck and gives it a bit of a cushion. Well, we need a new one, this one's had it. So I've got this old gym mat here, and it's probably originally about the same thickness, so I'm going to have a go at cutting one out and see how we get on. I had tried to order the parts for the quay in the UK. Even though they had received my email, they never came back to me with a cost. This is a cover for the windlass, and this one's broken off. I don't know whether you can see that there. So what I'm going to do is cut a piece of stainless wire, put it in there, pop it in the other end and epoxy it in, and I think that'll work for quite a bit longer. Okay.
What are you doing now?
Splicing to the anchor chain. We decided to take the opportunity and turn the anchor chain around, as the last 50 metres had never been used. In order to do that, we had to re-splice the rode onto the anchor chain and also put in a replacement set of markers for the 10, 20, 30 and 40 metre sections of chain.
I went to the doctor's appointment for routine exam, and we left the dinghy on the quay in Ferragudo, where we normally do. And then 2 hours later, when we came back, the fishermen didn't like us leaving the dinghy there, I suppose. There's a bit of guesswork going into this, of course, but yeah, it's, you know, pretty obvious. It was a boat, a big boat on the ramp, just right where we left the dinghy. And yeah, it's a big cut on the tube at the front too. We didn't find the hole at the front yet. So it was pretty windy and it was wavy, wasn't it? Coming back.
The journey back was a bit tricky because I mean, obviously the rubber tubes don't actually keep you afloat,
no.
But we had to go as far as we could to stop water coming in. Because,
and
then another fisherman shouted at us.
Yeah, so it was a bit disappointing because if the locals did this on purpose, and we are thinking that they did because they don't want the dinghies there, of the cruisers boats there. I don't know. We're just a bit upset with the locals at the moment, at least at this little village, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we're just not going back. That's it.
No.
We're just not going back.
No. Hello everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. A bit techy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it's kind of like just one problem after another really,
Yeah.
and none of them are actually that major, and everything got fixed, and I guess that's really what boat life is all about, just having to keep repairing things. We were a bit unlucky with the propeller, weren't we really?
Yeah, we had a new one.
Yeah, we did. We bought a new one when we bought the boat, the outboard, and it came off very easily in the end. That was surprised me, and I put the new one on, and it was absolutely perfect because without the one blade, it was shaking like mad.
Yeah, we still don't know what you hit.
No, we don't know what I hit. Probably a lump of gold or something. So we did that job on the beach, so that it was a bit. We didn't lose anything if we dropped it and it went in the water, and so that's what we normally do in that situation, is take it to the beach.
Yeah.
And then the next problem was the windlass.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that was a nightmare, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had it on the list to check it out when we were in the marina, and it had a little wobble to it, and we just didn't get around to it, and we said, okay, we could do that job on the anchorage, we'll do that one when we get there to Alvor, and it was actually on that trip, that very trip, that it came off.
Yeah. And you had to pull everything by hand.
Oh God, I had to get it up by hand. That was a bit of an epic. But actually, one interesting thing happened there was that for the first time we really used the trip line, because we had so much anchor chain down and the weight of the anchor. I couldn't physically pull all that up, but what I managed to do was use the trip line on the end of the anchor to pull the anchor up, and then all I had to do is lift the chain.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was all a bit of a deal, and the guy in the engineering company was incredibly helpful. My thanks really go out to him. And anyway, we gave the whole thing
very easy people, very cheap, it was everything was good there. Yes.
So we've given the whole thing a good service, and it's all back together now.
Yeah,
and working perfectly.
It's like new. It's just so quiet.
Yeah. And then we had the unfortunate incident with the Highfield.
Yeah, that was really, really disappointing, I would say.
Yeah.
Because if they were not happy about us leave the dinghy there, they would just have to wait for us and tell us, and we wouldn't do it again.
Subsequently, we've discovered that we're not the first person that it's happened to.
It's been many people happening. You know, a dinghy last week, they got the fuel tank stolen.
So that's all a bit sad really, but that's the way it is, and next week we'll get round to repairing it. So thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much for watching. If you can click on the subscribe button, that would be great. Thank you very much.
Bye for now.
Bye.